The Mizzou president under fire tonight by a growing list of high-profile people, including head coach Gary Pinkel and now the Missouri governor. Many members of the football team are today on strike. Good evening, I'm Amy Holly. Mizzou football players on strike this afternoon. They say over racism on MU's campus, and they're vowing not to play until the university's president steps down. But Tim Wolf this afternoon gave no indication that he plans to do that. Wolf released this statement this afternoon addressing the controversy, saying, quote, "It is clear to all of us that change is needed, and we appreciate the thoughtfulness and passion which have gone into the sharing of concerns." In the statement, Wolf says he and his administration have been working around the clock to address the racism on campus, and the university is already working on a plan to do just that, to correct it. He says many of the students' demands are met in that plan, and the Board of Curators approved it over the summer. The university hopes to announce that plan in the spring sometime. Wolf says in the meantime he plans to keep an open dialogue about the issues affecting that campus. The president not only releasing that statement today as the pressure mounts, but also faced a vocal group of protesters on Friday night when he visited UMKC's campus.
Systematic oppression is because you don't believe that you have the equal opportunity for success.
Well, bystander shot that video, posted it on YouTube this weekend. Wolf told protesters on the Kansas City campus that systematic oppression is because you don't believe that you have the equal opportunity for success. Well, that, of course, set off the crowd. The racial climate at MU has been tumultuous for months, but a growing number of students believe the university hasn't reacted appropriately or quickly enough. So a graduate student announced several days ago that he was undertaking a hunger strike until there is change. And some of the key incidents that have increased those tensions started back in April. Racial slurs and graffiti found at a residence hall. That graffiti did include a swastika. And then in September, the president of the Missouri Students Association says he was called a racial slur. And then in October, somebody disrupted the Legion of Black Collegians 2015 homecoming royalty court rehearsal using more racial slurs in that incident. Well, there is growing support for the football team on this social media site this afternoon. If you follow the hashtag #ConcernedStudent1950, you can see the hundreds of tweets about it already. It's one of the top trending topics here in Kansas City and the United States right now. Well, today, Mizzou coach Gary Pinkel standing by his players who say there just hasn't been enough done. He, too, is weighing in on all of this. 41 Action sports director Frank Bull is here on how the team and the coach is handling it all.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It really didn't hit the national scene until this football protest. As a matter of fact, Amy, this is huge story regionally, but it exploded nationally when the Mizzou football team got involved. They were supposed to practice today to prepare for Saturday's game against BYU at Arrowhead, but that was canceled. And now Saturday's primetime game against BYU is in dire jeopardy. This tweet shows over 30 members of the team locked arm in arm in solidarity because they feel Wolf has either ignored or mishandled racist incidents on campus. After canceling practice, Pinkel tweeted out this morning at 11 o'clock, the Mizzou family stands as one. We are united and we are behind our players. And one player told reporters he and his teammates want to play, but standing up against racism is one of the most important things they could ever do.
Jason, were you guys scheduled to have practice today or anything?
Yes, we were.
And you're not having it now?
We're not having practice.
Any idea when you will?
Whenever this gets resolved.
If Wolf doesn't resign or isn't removed from office and the players continue their boycott, Saturday's game against BYU will be canceled. That means MU will forfeit and they will owe BYU $1 million for breach of contract. But here's the real problem. Long after Tim Wolf's situation is resolved, the cloud of racism is going to remain in Columbia, and it won't just be used against the school's athletic programs during recruiting. It'll be used against the university itself as they try to attract gifted minority students to all aspects of academic life. And Amy, they better get this thing resolved in a hurry, make sure that cloud goes away.
Which means it could affect really all people on Missouri's campus.
Everybody on campus, yes.